Let's talk about our furry, furry, and sometimes scaly friends. Yes, I'm talking about pets. What role do they play in our homes?
Indeed, and they do play a role, whether it's the dog that welcomes you at the gate, that's a loyal dog that is, or the colorful parrot that mimics your words. Vibrant pets have become a part of our daily lives. And we have some right here in the studio.
Yes, Thelma, they are becoming more than just animals. They are family, companion, our guards. Pets are necessary sometimes in our homes.
They are necessary and they are loved. You know that traditionally dogs were seen as loyal protectors. They guarded our homes and our farms. Nowadays, the type of pets that we have depict who we are and our type of lifestyle. We welcome you very warmly to Weekend Deal today as we focus on the role of pets in our homes. Weekend Deal is streaming live on all our social media handles at NTA Network. My name is Thelma Obaze. Welcome.
Some animals are lifesavers, they are our guard, they are protectors. But what role exactly do they play in our homes and how can we properly care for them? I am Patience Eloy Abba, and this remains your favorite Weekend Show, Weekend Deal, coming to you live from the network service of the NTA. We'll be delving deeper into the world of pets, but that will be right after the AM News with the beautiful Zanret.
Good to see you, ladies, and welcome to the AM News. Now, the House of Representatives has launched an investigation into excessive deduction of taxes and sundry charges from the earnings of civil and public servants. The House, at a committee set up for the probe, will also investigate multiple bank charges imposed on customers' accounts across the country. Lawmakers at an inaugural sitting say the investigation has become imperative arising from numerous complaints received from civil servants and other citizens about inconsistencies in bank charges and tax deductions.
The excess of reducing money from salaries to pay house rent, at the end of the day, they cannot be able to pay their house rent. Where are those money? That is why we are here. So I will beg all agencies to cooperate with us.
These deductions have also denied a lot of Nigerians disposable income, causing more hardship to Nigerians. And this is why most Nigerians are crying out to the House to say, please look into these unlawful deductions.
So that at the end of the exercise, we'll be able to see that the interests of our public and civil servants is well protected.
The House of Representatives is assuring Nigerians that it will ensure that financial practices, whether in government or banking institutions, align with principles of justice and equity. Now, following President Bola Tinubu's directive to provide free health care for low-income pensioners under the contributory pension scheme, it's a new dawn for retirees as a competent board of trustees has been inaugurated to oversee the pilot pension industry healthcare initiative known as PenCare. Maria Adozakari has details.
For years, many pensioners have had to choose between paying hospital bills and meeting daily needs. But that may soon change. This is as the National Pension Commission, in collaboration with licensed pension operators, are joining forces to fund free healthcare services for retirees across the country.
Do you know that to buy insulin to handle a diabetic pensioner costs almost 13,000 naira for a pensioner to buy an insulin?
At the initial stage, about 20,000 pensioners are expected to benefit from the scheme.
Members of this board have been carefully selected for their integrity, competence, and deep professional experience in the pension, health, and financial sectors.
Let's start with a pilot scheme, or perhaps phase one, so to speak. And the whole idea is to see, can we start with the most vulnerable?
The initiative will serve as a corporate social responsibility effort by both PENCOM and the licensed pension operators, aimed at supporting beneficiaries of the contributory pension scheme. The Board of Trustees have competence and integrity as guiding principles as they steer the affairs of the Pension Industry Healthcare Initiative, PenCare. Maria Ado-Zakari, NTA News.
The Nigerian Police Force is strengthening its operations to tackle sexual and gender-based violence as it partners the GS Foundation in sharpening one of its most vital tools, human sensitivity, through a specialized training for gender desk officers from the North Central Zone. Francis Form reports that the training is in line with the country's ongoing human rights and justice reform agenda.
In a society where victims of sexual and gender-based violence often carry invisible scars, the Nigeria Police Force is lighting a candle in the dark through a 2-week intensive capacity-building workshop for senior gender desk officers from the North Central Zone. The training aims to sharpen the officers' investigative skills, deepen their understanding of gender-based laws, and strengthen accountability in handling cases of abuse and exploitation.
It is expected that all that we have learned from here, we go back to our command, organize step-down training to the other gender officers to prepare them adequately to handle these cases of sexual and gender-based violence.
I've now known better ways of handling gender-based violence professionally.
And they are going to ensure that all perpetrators are being brought to book.
The workshop also focuses on survivor-centered approaches, digital documentation, and interagency collaboration, ensuring that desk officers become beacons of hope for victims who have long suffered in silence.
As officers, and we intend to use all those laws to the best of our ability to serve as deterrents for others that are planning to do such things.
We have invited a prosecutor to talk about what he expects from the investigators, how to deal, how to approach victims, because this is a very sensitive issue.
Through initiatives like this, the force hopes to build public confidence, one trained officer and one restored life at a time. Francis from NTA News.
Now, Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, SAN, has accepted the 2025 Nigeria's Pride Award for Most Impactful Minister of the Year 2025. Citing the proven integrity and seasoned journalistic track record of the event's founder, Bonaventure Phillips Mella, Keyamo, who has declined numerous other honors, stated that receiving recognition from journalists of high pedigree who genuinely assess performance holds special significance and serves as an encouragement for his ongoing work.
There's nothing as fulfilling as receiving an award from very seasoned journalists who have followed your trajectory, who know exactly what you have done and what you're doing. Because for people like you come with a certain level of integrity because of your pedigree and what you have done before. It is a huge, sign that we are trying our best where we are. It's also a good encouragement for us, but do not fail to tell us when we go wrong.
During the presentation in his office, he commended Mella's long-standing commitment to promoting quality leadership in Nigeria, wholeheartedly accepting the award as a validation of his ministry's efforts while urging continued constructive criticism. And that's it on the AM News. The lovely duo will be back after this break. Stay tuned.
The role of pets in our homes at some point or the other in our lives. Many of us have pranced around with pets. Some of them became closer than even siblings. They became our best friends, of course. Favorite amongst them for many are the dogs. Wow, they are often so loyal, you know that. They can go with you anywhere and they are with you 24/7. Well, Our dear friend Blessed has come in here today with two amazing namesakes. According to Blessed, Patience, you did hear him.
Yes.
He said one is trained and one is not
trained. Yeah.
And their namesakes. I was wondering, if they are not twinnies, why are they bearing the same name? But in the course of the show, Blessed says he will unveil all. Blessed, great to have you on our show with your two amazing companions. Roxy to the power 2. And Chris is here to take it a notch higher even with the Rising.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, 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 yeah. I'm breaking limits, breaking new boundaries. No force of gravity can hold me to the ground. I can move mountains, yeah. My faith is leading. Go telling possibilities I can't be found. I'm conquering territories, going beyond boundaries, 'cause my faith is the victory. I've got a hope of going. Hey, I'm rising. Hey, I'm soaring beyond the sky. Oh, 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 yeah, I'm rising. I'm soaring beyond the sky. Ooh, I'm sitting so high in heavenly places. Oh, oh, living the super life is so refreshing. Oh, oh, I'm sitting with kings and beautiful faces. Up the world so high, can you see me shining? You know why? I'm conquering territory, going beyond boundaries, 'cause my faith is a victory. I've got a hope of glory. Hey, I'm rising. I am soaring into the sky. Oh, I'm rising. I'm soaring into the sky. Yeah, I'm rising. I'm soaring into the sky. Oh, oh, oh. I'm rising. I'm soaring into the sky. So you can just repeat after me now. No stopping me, no holding me, no breaking me. It's my time. Oh, no stopping me, no holding me, no breaking me. It's my time. No stopping me, no holding me, no breaking me. I can fly, yeah. No stopping me, no holding me, no breaking me. It's my time. I'm rising. I am soaring into the sky. I'm rising. I'm soaring into the sky. Up the wall so high, can you see me shining? Oh, 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 into the sky. Yeah, I'm rising. I'm soaring into the sky. Oh, oh, come on, sing with me now. I'm rising. I'm soaring into the sky. Yeah, I'm rising. I am soaring into the sky. Oh, 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 I'm rising. I'm soaring into
His greatness. I'm rising. I'm soaring into the sky. No stopping me. You can't break me. You can do nothing. I am going up there, and that's where we all meet. Amazing, amazing. Very good contribution to our show today. It's all about the pets, our feathery, our furry friends, the ones we keep at home, the ones that sometimes jump on the bed. And I see some people go as far as sharing spoons and plates with them. Anyways, Auntie Asaba will be telling us about pets in the urban areas.
In urban Nigeria, pets are no longer just utility animals, but companions and family members. Western Influence has introduced a new concept of pet ownership, where pets are treated with love, care, and attention. Cities like Asaba are experiencing a pet boom with pet shop, veterinary clinics, dog pampering, and grooming businesses springing up. Young Nigerians and families are treating pets as family members.
Now we have a lot of people here in Delta State buying cats, keeping rabbits, parrots, and a lot of them as pet animals in their homes. So the demand has improved over the years.
Growing up, I always had pets. My daddy kept all manners of pets. We had dogs, cats, rams, goats. I even recall there was a time we had a tortoise. So I just got the idea to just continue his legacy. And now I kind of love them. They are not only security, they are lovely pets. My children sleep with them in their room. They sleep inside the house with us. We eat together. They are so much fun to be with.
She's a baby, so it's difficult to tame him. It's easier to tame the bigger one because she has understood things.
Caring for my pets, my dogs, Bree and Dash, isn't easy as it seems. And I had to study. I had to go to the internet, listen to people, and then get advice from their veterinary doctor. The feeding is a different ballgame, and the treatments, it doesn't come cheap. But nothing in life is cheap, especially when you want good quality. So it's good.
Not all animals in Nigerian homes are imported, modern, or trendy. Some are part of personal history and companionship. In Asaba lives John Odogun, who keeps an eagle that has been with his family for years as a loyal companion.
I didn't intend to have a pet, though I inherited that eagle from my late father. But the reason why I decided to keep that pet instead of selling it off is that, you know, eagle is a very rare animal. It's not easy to come by. So I decided to keep it for tourism's sake. People do come to at least once in a lifetime. They are very happy and they appreciate seeing eagle for the first time in their life. I feed the pet with different varieties of food. Mostly I use lizard, sometimes rats. Then I use palm fruits when I find it difficult to get those animals.
Modernization has redefined animal companionship in Nigeria. Notwithstanding, John's eagle tells a deeper story. A reminder that animal companionship in Nigeria has always existed, but in different forms.
People like buying pet dogs because these days people like dogs as their companion.
From guard dogs to pets, eagles kept for companionship, animals in Nigeria are finding a new place, playing a significant role now in family life.
We encourage clients who keep pets, dogs, cats, as for pet or for security purposes or whatever they want to use it for, should ensure that the dog receive a rabies shot vaccine to save the dog and, most important, to save the human population.
As modernization continues to reshape lifestyles, it's becoming clearer that pets are no longer just in our homes. They are now in our hearts.
So what it means that Ugo is a fine bird, and also it comes to.
Wow. The pets are not just in our lives, they are in our hearts. How amazing. And that's why Blessed has brought two amazing family members, and they're in our hearts already. Blessed Efuriwe. He had another job, but Blessed took upon himself to learn about animals, how to train them, how to make them happy, and how to make them add joy to the lives of many. His profile is now.
Oh, Blessed, you're welcome to Weekend Deal.
Thank you so much.
Please, let's meet these amazing family members.
Okay. So these are German Shepherd dogs. And both of them are Roxy. Roxy and Roxy. They are wonderful pets. So this Roxy I'm holding, she's a very, very wonderful companion, but not professionally trained. Then the other Roxy, she's more trained. So there are different, okay, before we talk about training, there are different series of training, basically. Like for her now, you see she's a conventional pet dog. She loves going up and down and all. So the time comes when we train them on obedience, and then we won't take it for their security training and the rest of them. So this just this for now, and we hope to have a nice time.
Before Tema speaks, why do you give them the same name, please?
Okay, for that. In fact, that's a story of its own, and I think one of the reasons I brought both of them. So the other Roxy, I have neighbors I sold to, and at a point in time, she developed some deficiencies in her leg, and in my many years of breeding, I've never had that before. So at a point, she was more like a reject in quotes, and all. So it took a lot, especially as a pet, and I think for pet owners, these are part of the stages that we go through from time to time. You, just like having children, they become like family, like you said earlier. Indeed. You go beyond their limitations and love them, and all. So that Roxy is older, then this is younger, she's perfect, breed standard and the rest of them. But at the same time, they are all both, they have their own individual personalities, and we enjoy them first of all as persons, as part of the family, before we even talk about their breed standards and their training, and for whatever reason you want to. For me especially, because my love for pets and my love for dogs just drove me to just learn more about them. I just love dogs. And my love for pets started from a fear. I didn't hate, I loved, but I was scared of big dogs. I was scared of German Shepherds. So I told myself that one day I would like to be able to control them and tame them, as it were. And that's how I began to work with dogs and train them and love them and basically endorse them to other families. And believe me, they are a wonderful addition to every family, especially when you have children. It's just also wonderful.
I love that part you add there. They are a wonderful addition to every family if you know how to enjoy them. I think the enjoyment part also is a training process, because patience is here looking at some people as if, oh, I pity them. I know that like you said, or like our feature from Masaba told us, they go from being in our lives to being in our hearts. And from me, I love dogs naturally, but from the way you spoke already, the affection for this Roxy too, well, I will tell Chris to play a special number for them in the course of the show. But let's talk more about their feeding. And earlier you talked about that you will eventually train. Okay. Is there a process where you let them stay wild? And at what time is the training imperative? Then, of course, they must be trained for you to hand them over to somebody else. Okay. Tell us about that. The feeding, the training. Why are you delaying Roxy 2's training? I love her already.
Yeah. Okay, that is very, very wonderful. So I think basically, for me, I love pets, but my favorite breed happens to be the German Shepherd breed. And I like them because they give you the mix of everything. They're very intelligent, they are fierce, and they are balanced. Personally, one of the reasons I like the German Shepherds is the fact that they are, in my opinion, and from a research point of view, they're usually the most balanced of the breed. You have the best of both worlds. Fluffy, furry friend, at the same time also security guardian. I know. So for the training, the truth is that once you have them as companions, a lot of times they just get to know you. They know. We talk about training when we want to take it a little bit more. So like I talked about obedience training, I talked about security training, and usually this happens when we want to take them for show or competitions and the rest of them. But aside that, just being with them, they know when to eat, they read your reactions, they read your emotions. And all. So even without a formal training process, you can have the dog and they understand. If you tell her, stop this, do that, they know. As much as she's not trained, she knows when I want her to relax. She knows when I want her to be more conservative. And the rest of them, just that maybe the basic commands and the conventional commands, she may not know them. Now you take, like you said, it takes patience, repetitions, and they know, okay, this is what they are meant to do. But generally, with dogs, once you just have them, and just communicate. Communication is, they connect with you in a way you can explain. You know how you feel. If you're angry, that sometimes, as a pet owner, maybe they do something mischievous, maybe spoil your couch or your shoe. Once you come out, they know you're angry, they'll run away. And the rest of them, I know. So that's just at the very, very basic level. Then for the feeding, it's a lot now, especially in our economic context. It's a lot with the price of food going up. But basically, for me particularly, I think one of the things that we try to do is that, okay, personally I compound my food, but at the same time we have different dog feeds. We have different dog, we call them kibble. When you say you
compound their food, what does
I compound their food, okay. So what I do personally, my own secret, to make it, which I found cheaper, is that conventionally, if you go to the vets, you have your different pet products with something we call kibble. Kibble is like biscuits, very small. We use them in training and all. We have wet food, we have meat, we have chicken, we have eggs. Those are things that we use. And
excuse me. They don't eat animals.
No. Even when you have, at least for them, even when they have maybe they're chasing rats around the house, they just kill and leave. They're predatory instincts.
I know that cats eat rodents.
Okay, they
cats
don't
gobble them.
Yeah, at least for my set of dogs I have, especially the German Shepherds, the best that happens is that because they're very active, they have a lot of energy. So what happens is that when they see animals around, for example, rodents, they could kill them, but they don't eat them.
They don't eat them.
They don't eat them. They are trained to eat cooked food and the rest of them. And also, basically, that's just...
Blessed.
Yeah?
These days, I see families with this kind of breed, German Shepherd, the Chihuahuas. What happened to our good old Bingo that we all grew up knowing?
Okay.
That breed was a breed we knew growing up, Bingo.
Okay.
What happened to Bingo?
Another word is a cookie.
Bingo is a cookie. We're saying the same thing.
What happened to my good old Bingo?
Okay, I think basically it's just the general notion of foreign breed. No, Nigerians, we like anything foreign. We like that. Then I think also a major influence is what we see. I think, for example, one of the reasons I love German Shepherd dogs because growing up, I saw a lot of movies that had police dogs. So I always wanted to have the police dogs and the rest of them. And eventually they look finer. And for example, in terms of feeding, you can feed a Bingo or a cookie, and it not look as good and beautiful as the foreign dog breeds because they've been bred over time. intentionally looking at different traits that they are trying to bring out, some predominant, some docile, and the rest of them. But at the same time also, the normal local breeds, they are very, very intelligent. I have a friend and a vet doc who happens to carry out the research on animals and all. And we're looking at even standardizing the local breed because they are very, very intelligent.
True.
When he did the research, he discovered that because basically they're the ones that our conventional security outfits or local security guys use for their vigilante work and all. They're very, very intelligent. And when he did the research, we discovered that there was a similarity between our own Ekuke and like a Mali breed. And also, for us to standardize the breed, maybe you have it in Nigerian Shepherd, it has to go through a lot of genetic process, which is already in the pipeline and the rest of them. But they're also very intelligent. Just that because of preference of looks and the rest of them, and just the feel of foreign stuffs are looking more beautiful. So most people tilt more in the direction of foreign breeds, and they're more expensive.
And perhaps the names.
Yeah.
Imagine you're talking about Ekuke, Bingo, you are hearing German Shepherd,
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. And you know when you cuddle this Chihuahua, come on. You know you got something in your hand. A break beckons now on Weekend, but I'd really love to know, because Blessed has two namesakes, right? One is a few months older, one is trained, one is untrained. And somehow, I'm so partial to the untrained one. What I'd like to know when we come back, okay, no, I'll save that till we come back. Our break beckons, Weekend Deal is on, is live, and the German Shepherds are in the building. Before the break, we're talking about the Ekukes, the Bingos, and the Rottweilers, and the German Shepherds, and the Chihuahuas, and all of that. And the names got us excited already. And we've also talked about them being trained, not being trained. But the way Blessed is holding this Roxy too, I'm already in love with her. I love her excitement, her vibrance. It's so easy to love her. And Blessed, please, I want you to, in fact, the love I'm feeling for you and her together, please tell her how I feel. Later I'll get to meet her. Maybe she'll meet Patience too. You know, just give her some commands, like you're about to start her training process.
Okay, to start though, so Roxy, you are being loved, yeah? Basically, so this is the love, I know. Okay, that Roxy is jealous, I know. So for example, if I want to start her command, basically she's already sitting. I want her to sit. I tell her to sit, and usually they follow. If I have a treat, I use the treat to control them if I want to start training. Then my hand command. But basically the focus. Focus on me. So they're very intelligent. So if I want her to go down, she's going down. She's following. Already I'm pushing her down. By so doing, if I want her to follow me up, she's coming up on me. And the rest of them. And then through repetition, she now becomes less excited and she knows what to do and all. But I think basically the first point is just having a connection with the dog. Once she trusts you and loves you, she's willing to follow you around, and she's willing to yield to your command per time. And it's a gradual process also. Sometimes they need to be patient. Good, sit. Good girl. Let's go down. Good girl. Down.
So I'm trained.
I go all over.
And I know when you rub, when you scratch their stomach.
Why is Roxy screaming?
She's jealous. She wants me to do the same thing for her.
Okay, tell her that in the course of the show, please.
Don't worry, in the course of the show.
You're the senior now. We have time for you. Later.
Let's go.
Nice.
So that's just it. she's probably expecting a treat here. I didn't call me one. So that's why it's a motivation for her. So she's, good. Good. So that's basically it.
That's nice. That's nice. Roxy 1 and 2, my friends that I love to love from afar. I love them like Thelma, just as I love them from a distance. Love is love. There's no boundary in love. Chris, you're standing by. Do you think there's boundary in love as you raise us high? Raise us high. I love them from afar.
Down and oh my soul so weary, when trouble comes and my heart burdened be, and I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to work on stormy sea. I am strong when I am on your shoulder. You raise me up to more than I can be. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, oh, 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 yeah. So you raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy sea. I am stronger when I am on your shoulder. You raise me up to more than I can be.
You raise me up
so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk a stormy sea. I am stronger when I am on your shoulder. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk a stormy sea. I am stronger when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be. Thank you.
I'm feeling Chrissy. I'm feeling Chrissy. I'm feeling Roxy. I'm feeling blessed. Chris, you always make it happen. This morning, when we got here today, our vet, was stuck somewhere, and she couldn't help it. She would have loved to be here. Dr. Comfort, she was so, so it caused a bit of tension here. But the minute Chris stepped in, and the minute we saw our Roxy too, everyone kind of relaxed, we're feeling it, no dull moment anymore. Dr. Comfort, we miss you. We had structured the dogs to meet with her and all of that, but anyway, perhaps another time. I know they would have loved Dr. Comfort. Really, she has that special touch. Okay, our show goes on. I know it's all about the role of pets in our homes and then in our lifestyles, and now here in our hearts. NTA Kaduna, what's happening at your end? Did I see some wild animals? Was it the snakes, monkeys, baboons? NTA Kaduna, please share.
Humans have always been social beings who crave companionship, love, and affection, not just of other humans, but from animals as well.
Initially, humans formerly depended on their domesticated animals for means of transportation, farming, and protection, but nowadays, pets are required for more companionship and for their growthy and comforting nature. Pet owners have diverse preferences ranging from conventional animals like dogs and cats to more exotic choices like reptiles or insects, each serving different purposes and offering distinct experiences.
Right from my childhood, I like animals. And animals like snakes. It's the reason why I keep them as my pet, because I see snake is useful to everyone. We use the skin for our shoes. We use the venom for some other researches, like the vaccine, the antivenom. It's from the snake we get the antivenom. So that is why I like them very well to be my pet. I didn't choose lion or this thing, but I choose snake because I like them. Their skin is beautiful for everyone. Looking very beautiful for looking. And you can keep them at home. So there's nobody that will enter your house when you keep them as a pet. You know, people are scared of snakes, even if they are not going to bite you. But it's scared people.
While some people adore traditional furry friends, others opt for more unusual companions, each with their unique charm and benefits. When keeping unconventional pets like snakes, there are some important things to consider.
Anybody that is keeping snakes supposed to take the antibody, or you buy the antivenom, you keep it close to you because anything can happen. Anytime the snakes strike, and then you can carry the antivenom, and the antibody, if you take it, it's a protection against the bite. Even if that snake bites you, so the poison will not react anymore. The snake feed every one week. Some eat 2 weeks. We feed them with fresh meat and fresh egg. Due to their digesting system is different from the other animals. When they eat, it will take time before digesting. That is why when the food digests in their stomach, they will need another one.
By their very nature, these animals are inherently dangerous to the individuals who possess them, their neighbors, and to the community at large. They often require specific care and housing needs. Therefore, potential owners should research thoroughly before deciding to bring an unusual pet home.
Okay, so Thelma literally told me to look up. I couldn't look at the screen because there are some pets, snakes. I simply can't look at them. I can't deal, so I was just glued to this, and your messages came in. Let me take one. Said, good morning, I'm enjoying your program, dogs. I made mistake trusting man. Wow. The loyalty of dog is something I cannot begin to explain. I love dogs. I love what they bring to the home. Dogs will forever remain my family. You didn't tell us your name. Thank you so much. Good morning, NTA. You keep up your game weekend after weekend. I did not expect this topic. This is mind-blowing. I like the dogs in the studio. I like what the young man is doing with the dogs. Kudos! Why didn't you bring more pets and more animals? You want us to turn weekend this today to a zoo as it is right now? I'm practically afraid I can't move. Thank you for your message. Let me leave it at that. Good morning, everyone in the studio. I love what you're doing. God bless NTA. I'll tell more people to watch NTA. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. We're getting your messages. Let's go back to Blessed Thelma.
Nice one. Many thanks, Patience. That's so amazing. You know, if they knew what the plan was.
Yeah.
The plan was to even have House of Pluto in Lagos.
Yes.
Talking about pet hotels. Talking about specialized services in terms of animals. She spoke to me about having surgery with dogs. That she has some pets right now that one is undergoing chemotherapy for cancer. Another one has type 2 diabetes, and they are treating them and they are recovering nicely. She talked about period for surgery, period for recovery, and that's how they gravitated into having a pet hotel where the dogs and the animals can stay. She deals with horses as well. In fact, she says she will be in Abuja next week to receive some Angolan horses. She called the breed one amazing name, and they'll be boarded for a bit, and then she will start to treat them. You know, so it's a whole amazing encore that many humans have not even gravitated towards. There have been, she says she takes care of Davido's dogs, Tiwa Savage's dogs as well, and a few others in Lagos and Abuja. And if we are so lucky, she will take us to spend time with them when she's here next week. So keep your eyes glued. We've just uncovered the magic of these animals who are in our hearts. I want to talk about something, Blessed. There's a reason why Patience is squirming, kind of, you know, because as much as we love these animals and have brought them into our beds, into our pools, into our kitchens, into our lives and our hearts, there have been cases where we hear that these are so well-loved animals, we just turn to part two. There was a case in Brazil, Blessed, did you hear about it? A lady had twins. She left her twins, you know, in the home. She just saw off her friend. Before she came back, her twins had been mauled. And even though they lasted for like a week, they didn't make it. What will possess these beautiful animals? These are beautiful friends, Roxy 1 and 2, to go from being smiling, happy, loving, and lovable to the point where they begin to attack somebody who's meant to be a friend and a member of their beloved family?
Okay, I think that's a very fair question, especially if you're a dog lover. That part is also very essential. But I think basically the concept of training is boundaries. So predominantly, from my experience, there are usually two major issues. First of all, when the dogs do not have sufficient boundaries. So in training, what we do is that we give the dogs boundaries. They're still animals, because if you let them loose, that's one critical part of owning a dog, even as a pet owner, is learning to create boundaries. So if you leave the dog and you just anyhow, you want to eat by this time, it wants to do whatever it wants, no. To be a healthy pet owner, you need to tell the dog, okay, no. At this point, no. Stop. There should be boundaries. Like for me, for example, my kennel, if I come out and I want them, if they just see me and I say everybody inside their cages, even with the cages open, they go inside, they know that, okay, now that's boundary. Sometimes if I let her be, she's going to be doing everything, but I'm telling her no, come. So boundaries is very, very critical. Then we also talk about the fact that dogs have different temperaments. Basically, you know, when I talked about having a favorite breed, they are still animals. So sometimes we get carried away with the fact that they are fluffy and wonderful, but there's always a balance in it. And the balance is that you know how to keep them in check. That's what boundary does. That's what training does and all. But that being said, there's also a place where their health also affects their behavior. So that's when we now, if the vet was there, probably should talk about the different vaccinations they have to go through, and both the anti-rabies. I think a couple of months ago, we just celebrated the World Anti-Rabies Day. And sometimes pet owners are not as intentional. I used to pride myself in being very, very keen on following up with their dates until I think some time ago, I missed their dates. And they were due for rabies and the rest of them. I discovered they were not looking as, one of them particularly that was due, was not looking as good. It showed on their fur and all. So being intentional with your vets, as a pet owner, I think your vet should be your best friend. If you notice anything untold, anything out of the ordinary, relate with your vets, you find out, okay, what's the problem? And I think that is basically it. So when you can keep boundaries and you keep tabs with their health, you just follow up. Be cautious about it. Then especially if you have children, regardless of how wonderful they are, learn to keep boundaries. So you don't, sometimes excitement and the rest of them, sometimes it's just plain, rough playing quotes. So I think pet owners also should keep boundaries, should create a place where the dogs also understand that, okay, I can come only this far and no further. So,
but again, we've seen dogs, bless them, we've seen dogs save children. We've seen dogs rescue children from danger.
Good.
So
good.
how do you know when they will rescue a child or when they will do otherwise hurt a child? Like Thelma wants to touch, I don't know whether they welcome Thelma or they will be aggressive towards me.
Okay.
How do you know?
Okay, there's a part of the training we call dog socialization. So that's like that's like a deciding factor. Aside from breed differences, some breeds are more wild, are more accommodating, more friendly than others. Like this is my favorite breed, like I said. Yeah, some breeds are easier to follow through it. But at the same time, there's something we call socialization, intentionally. I stayed in an estate, and when I got, because at a point in time, I was out of town, so when I came in, I had to get a new set of dogs. Intentionally, I socialize them with the children around. So they come to my friends and they are touching, they are playing. It's socialization. So when they are used to them, that's why taking dogs on walks is very, very therapeutic for them too. By the time they're used to people, the reason why they're not barking at everyone here as they conventionally do is because to an extent they are very, very socialized. They are playing, it's socialization. So sometimes, especially in this part of the world, we just buy dogs and just keep them in the house for 2 years. People don't take them out. You just give them food. You just believe that as long as they are giving them food. Some dogs, you need to socialize them with children, socialize them with adults, socialize them with other dogs.
Yeah.
So there are different forms of socialization. So I think that's a critical part to being able to determine how they react. So a dog that is socialized basically is less nervous because he knows that, okay, this dog is not going to harm me or this person is not going to harm me. But a dog that hardly comes out becomes more nervous. So they could react. So when you are coming, when you are coming towards them, like for example, now dogs is a lot of people are past here and she's just watching and all. If she's not properly socialized, and the socialization part is just basically about, it's not even core training, it's just about you trying to take your dogs on a walk as much as possible. Make them to meet people. If you're walking them on the road and they see other dogs, how do they react? If they see people, how do they react? And as they're socializing, you also give them boundaries. So for example, if I'm walking with my dog, in as much as she may be excited, I don't want her to jump on a passerby and the rest of them. I tell her no, this, that. So socialization is very key to taming the reaction of the dogs and making them better behaved.
Nice. Yeah. Wow, that's so rich. Since we're on the topic of socialization, and from what you're saying, these German Shepherds have some human qualities. Because just like our children, if we don't take them out often, they become nervous, insecure, and unsure of themselves. Yeah, so just like human beings need to socialize, so do our animals.
Yeah, true.
When we should not have a relationship now? Because we know that we breed them. Does she have a boyfriend already? How do you know when she's going to dig a particular guy? Must she mate with a fellow German Shepherd? Must he be of a certain age? What kind of qualities are you looking for in her partner? And how soon we should be ready? Did they go on dates too?
Okay.
The passion of Thelma for me.
Okay. They do. Okay, for them, in terms of their partner, and the animals, they have natural selections and the rest of them. And usually, for example, especially for the opposite sex for animals, it's easier for it's easier for a female dog to gel with a male dog seen for the first time and the rest of them. So normally, if they are social, they can play with anyone, pending how, that's by anyone I mean another dog. Pending if the other dog too is social enough. So they enjoy themselves and all. Then when we now talk about whether she has a date, is she ready, then we're now going to mating proper. So in mating, there are lots of factors to consider. Yes, there's a specific age. Yes, there are times when in fact, they have cycles, something we call their heat period. So in those seasons, we are intentional about them. For example, now as a breeder, because I deal solely with German Shepherds, we try to uphold breed standards. So once upon a time in Nigeria, I'm also excited of how the growth of animals and breeding is going. Once upon a time in Nigeria, you can cross the father of a dog with the mother. Nobody cares. Anything happens. You can cross a Rottweiler with a German Shepherd and this and that. But because we're having better breed standards, because of what we want to produce and the line wants to, because there's so many things. When you're breeding a dog, when you're mating, especially this kind of breeds, there are qualities you are looking for. So, for example, even among the same breed, this dog may be a little bit have a very strong personality, and this one maybe have a strong personality and maybe a little tad too aggressive, and this one may be just too friendly and it's not even ready for security work at all. And I want a blend of them. Those are traits I look at and I merge them together. Okay, is this dog good enough for my dog? What do I want to achieve by mating them? So these are different processes that we do, and the peculiarities differ from breed to breed. But majorly, we advise that you breed the same. We breed of the same coat or of the same stock. So, for example, if I have a German Shepherd, I should just stick to my German Shepherd, not trying to see what happens with a Rottweiler and the rest of them. Some of the temperamental issues we have is due to indiscriminate breeding. So some people, especially, I've met some, especially guys who want that fierce dog and say, okay, I want to breed this dog, this very, very stubborn dog. And at the end of the day, I've seen owners that when they come to their own house, they run away because they were not cautious about breeding and they were not as intentional as they should be. So, and also there's always a balance. But if you want more information, just come for consultancy. We only charge in dollars, no?
Okay, so this is where we say that we do marketing, you pay us our money. This is where we say that right here. Somebody sent us a message, said, this is a good show on NTA. My wife loves pet. Okay. I bought her a parrot to report her, and she bought me a dog to drive away bad friends from me. From Paul and Amaka Obo. This is beautiful. What will you buy for your kids? Because you're buying for yourself pets already. So my question to you would be that for a family looking to own a pet, what advice will you give to them? Let's say a family living in an apartment, they want a dog. What kind of dog should they get? And what advice, what should they look out for in order to adopt a dog?
I think that's a very, very good question. Because since I have pets, I have a lot of people just come and say, I love your dogs. Please, can you dash me one? Can you sell one to me? I tell them, are you ready to have a dog? One of the first things you should know, especially as a family, is that keeping a dog is responsibility. So the question is, are you ready for this responsibility? It will take your time. It will take your resources. A lot of times, there are seasons where you spend more on your dogs than even your conventional family. Wow. I'm telling you. Probably if they are, especially when they're younger, you could spend a lot on them. Sometimes unconventionally, they could not be fine. Like, for example, now, you talked about a dog undergoing chemotherapy and the rest of them, surgery. It costs a fortune. Not many people are willing. They say it's not a dog, let it die. But the truth is that there's always an emotional attachment. And I think I lost a puppy earlier last year, a small puppy, but because I was used to the puppy already. If I come back home, it stays indoor with me. I cried. When I said I cried, I didn't know. I know. Aww. So that emotion, you don't want to, oh man, you don't outgrow the emotions of having dogs, in my own personal opinion. But I think one of the first things that an intending pet owner should know is that it's responsibility. That being said, you now look at what preference do you have, what kind of lifestyle do you support. If you don't want so much stress, it depends on your purpose. If you want more energetic dogs for security purposes, probably you're looking at bigger dogs and all, and you're looking at a bigger space, okay? What kind of space can you accommodate? Do you have a compound? Are you staying with people? Can you have a space for your dogs? Is the dog going to be inside? If you're having bigger dogs, especially in Nigeria, I think it's advised you have them outside and you can always enjoy them. If you just want a companion that is fluffy around the house, like the last time we saw, you could just have them, we call them toy dogs around. It depends on your need. So if you want the blend of both the security and the companionship, that's when we have breeds like this. So you're taking cognizance of their space, where they're going to stay. Do you have a cage? What's your schedule like as a person? If you're the kind of person that travels a lot, there's no point suffering your dog and suffering yourself, because there's a lot. So it takes a lot and on.
Okay.
Then you are going to pay cognizance to their vaccinations, their health treatment, their feeding. Whether you're going to compound or you just get their solids or their kibbles, their foreign food.
Okay.
Yeah, and all. So those are the major things you need to consider.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Blessed. That was amazing. You know, earlier on when we were asking you to rock with the Rugsies, you were like, we like beats. I don't know if we passed that message on to Chris that the Rugsies, they like some tintillating. They like sound, but they like beat too. And what Blessed does, so would the Rugsies do. So Chris, as you've been notching it, please notch it again, even higher. Let's give it up for Chris, aka the Greatness.
Okay, no problem. I'll be coming with that notching towards the end. Definitely, we'll be doing something more beautiful and more wonderful and danceable. We'll just take it one notch, one step at a time. Thank you. Let's go. Are we ready?
Chris! This is why I love you, because you love me too. This is why we love
Chris
you.
has niched it. And
He
guess
niches
what?
it all
Tomorrow
the
we're going to
time.
have Lady Okay to niche it even further.
Amazing. Somebody asked a question here, Thelma. It says, good morning, your program is interesting, especially these dogs. My question is, can these German Shepherd dogs hunt as well? Like our normal bingos do? How can you use them to hunt? Can they hunt? Blessed, can they hunt?
Very, very well. They have strong predatory instincts. And there's something we call prey drive. And they have very, very high, especially
Are they not at the bottom? How can they hunt now? Are they at the bottom?
They hunt now. For example, now, if any creeping thing comes around here, they want to chase it. Whether it's a lizard or a rat, that's where they get their fun. So they have that prey drive. It's part of them as animals. So they do that very. In fact, for the breed, German Shepherds are shepherds. So they were bred for herding, sheep. Yeah, so they herd and they also hunt when necessary. So they have that. So it's very...
That's so interesting. German Shepherds, they're actually shepherds.
Shepherds.
And of course, they'll be very comfortable in any type of jungle. That's why we see them jumping on lions and cheetahs if they want to save their owners. You know, dogs are amazing. I would have liked to have monkeys. Good thing we saw a feature that showed us some snakes. We saw an eagle. You know, it's like most animals are loyal. Treat them the way you would like to be treated, and it seems you will get the best of them. But let's get to another part of this meaty matter. Blessed has a full-time job. And this handsome young man now took on these amazing animals to begin to rear and breed. Because I know that once Rugsy 1 and Rugsy 2 have better partners now, from boyfriend to husband for life, you begin to have nice puppies. So obviously it's very interesting. The business arm is quite interesting and perhaps very lucrative. Blessed, tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, I think that's very, very interesting. For me, for example, now, I just converted my love for dogs and my passion to business. And then because we have a growing interest, especially in the Nigerian space, for beautiful dogs, first of all, then for good dogs. So the business is actually thriving. More people now are now willing to part with more of their money to get very fine dogs. Some people are willing to import dogs directly, not minding the cost of shipping them into the country and all. So basically, I think the business is growing. Is getting more recognition than before and all, because also standards are increasing. So due to that, it's always very wonderful. First of all, people want, especially for the German Shepherd breed, a lot of people want the mix of security and companion that is looking beautiful. So you are looking for that mix of beautiful dog that could also serve as a form of security. Yeah, so based on that need, the market is always very wonderful for us. So we do sell out, and we sell within the country. A few times we have requests from people that, okay, I'm in so and so a country and I need dogs and all. The process is more tedious, but if they are willing to fund that, fine. We're willing to give it to them. Yeah.
Please, Blessed, where's the role of gifts now? How about the way I'm smiling? Where's the role of gifting?
I remember we did a show here and we said turning your passion into business. Whatever you love so much can actually bring some money or put some money in your bank. A lot of people here are asking for Blessed's phone number. We said at the beginning of the show that dogs can become therapists in various ways. And NTA Abuja, we're taking a look at dogs as healing companions.
Remember, sit down. Boy, sit. Sit, good boy. Look at it.
From time immemorial, pets have always been a major companion in Nigerian homes. Most homes have pets for various reasons. Some for security reasons, some for companionship, while some are reared for economic purposes. Pets play major roles as healing companion. They also contribute emotionally, psychologically, and physically to Nigerian homes.
The reason why I get it is that I love pets. And the most important that I have it in the heart before, I love them. I care about them. And they care about me too also. If I'm outside and I came back home, they're always free with me. They will run to me.
I think pet is not different from a baby. Yeah, like pet is something you like a breed of any animal that you like, and you want to keep closer to you. Cats are very lovely, and like I loved cats very much. It's like when you give birth to a baby and you want to raise them. You're not raising cats like you just want them to chase rats all over the house. But you're raising them like, okay, I'm coming back home to see my babies. That's why I treat my own cat. And they love me for that.
They are no longer just animals, but have become sources of comfort, healing, amongst others. Beyond their playful antics and loyalty, pets serve as silent therapists, easing loneliness, stress, and emotional fatigue in ways words cannot describe. The most common pets, which are therapy pets and emotional support animals, are dogs, cats, rabbits, and other small animals. And this is because they easily fit into our lifestyle, environment, and emotions. For dogs, they are loved for their loyalty and purpose. They are strong, brave, and can be trained to guard homes. They serve as both friend and guide.
We rear pets just because we love them and we have passion for them. The experience I have about them, about the companionship, is that generally, keeping dogs is what I love right from childhood. Because my father used to rear all these local dogs then, so I love to play with them. And the experience I have while keeping them is they give me joy.
One beautiful thing about pets is that they remind us that love and healing don't always come from human beings alone. In every bark that echoes at night and soft purr that fills the quiet, dogs and cats reminds us of one truth. Love and companionship need no language. They simply live with us, grow with us, and heal us in ways words cannot.
Very interesting. Cats and dogs, we always put them side by side when we're reading. In stories, they're always together. And in many homes, owners and guardians have paired them together. But you know what is so off-putting about cats? Cats will eat their dead babies, eat it thoroughly, and life continues. I could never fathom that, and that's where the love actually died. But that was amazing. The therapeutic impact of animals is so amazing. You know, sometimes you need to distress. If you can't get to the sauna, the spa, or book your tickets to your nearest destination, you can just get your fluffy, furry animal close to you and you can feel relaxed. Okay, another break beckons, and perhaps it will be our final one. And there's something I want to ask Blessed when we return before the show ends today. But for now, we'll take our last break. Don't go away, it's Weekend Deal.
Dogs remain our friends, pets remain our companions. But the thing is, like I said earlier, I'd rather be friends with them from afar if they're not my own. But see, Thelma is in a different school of thought. Once it's a dog, she falls in love immediately. I love you, but I love you from afar. Thelma and one of the Roxys, I don't know whether it's Roxy, one or two, they're going to meet each other. And I watch. That's what I do.
It's Roxy 2.
Okay.
I love Roxy 1 because she's calmer, but she has a challenge. The challenge with her legs, you know. Oh, hello, Roxy. I love you, baby. You don't want to make friends?
It's not sure.
Okay.
Not my side. Not my side. Look at Thelma. Look at Thelma there.
Hi, baby.
Blessed. Look at Thelma there.
Roxy. Oh. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, I just saw that. Okay, Blessed, we are unable to come to this
because
of the okay. We'll make that work in the course of the show. So, Blessed, you can take your seat again. Okay. And maybe when next we'll do that. We'll see how far you can come. Okay. Okay.
A lot of people are writing in. They want to have a Blessed's contact. I have plenty messages here. Say, good morning, Weekend D. I love your show. It's made my day. I'm also a dog lover. I love dogs. I own one, and I'm also a trainer. I wish to have the guest contact so that I can partner with him on local bingo training. I train both local and foreign dogs from Moses Gombe State. Okay.
Oh, nice. Nice. I want to ask you something, Blessed. We're hearing about pet hotels, and I thought it was like boarding. I know that there was a time I was going to travel to another state, and I couldn't take the pet I had with me. There's a certain airline that said I could board it and then travel and pay extra. But some people are easing the inconvenience for us and telling you don't need to travel with your pet all the time, that they can make it easy. What about pet boarding? Do you also offer such services?
Yeah.
And what is it like?
Okay, basically, I think you said it all. It's just affording pet owners the ability and the ease of having someone take care of the dogs when they're not in town and all. So basically, pet boarding is just like having a pet hotel. So we just, you care for the dogs for the time when you're not around. We care on behalf of guests and all. And we feed them properly, ensure that they are fine, treat them with the same kind of love and care the owner will give them, so that they don't. I think one of the major bodies, I feel bad when I see dogs being badly taken care of, and sometimes it's not their fault. It just happens. So that pet boarding facility helps owners have a safe landing or a safe haven where they could just basically come drop their dogs when they need to travel. And we'll just take care of them within that time period. So
dogs are many other animals too. Horses, cats, all of them.
Yeah,
that's how we heard the word pet hotel. Wow. These animals are enjoying,
Very, very well.
But my question will be, in Nigeria, do we have enough vet hospitals for our dogs? And do Nigerians actually take their pets for the usual checkups and vaccinations that they need, anti-rabies and all that? Do we do that?
Like I said earlier, I think at the moment, yes, we do. We have a lot of vets. I have a network of vet doctors. So because we are, like I said earlier, due to the breed standards and all, I think Nigerians are becoming more intentional about their pets. So if you sincerely love your pets, sometimes people wait till there's a challenge before they take them to the pet and the rest of them. But now things are different, especially since people are now trying to make business out of their passion for dogs and all. We become more intentional about keeping them. Become more intentional, follow through with their routines. Now, my vets are my wonderful friends. If I see anything that I'm not sure about, please, I just send a video.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is it bad? And all. So I think that culture is rising more. Because when you are sincerely in love with your dogs and you want the best for them, you leave nothing to chance. Because just something very, very flimsy could just cause fatality and all.
Indeed.
So I think at the moment the culture is growing very, very well. Nigerians are more intentional about that.
Indeed.
Yes.
You took the word. I would just say Nigerians are being more intentional.
Yes.
Blessed, you are a spark. You are a spark. I like your vibe. And there's someone else's vibes who would totally adore, and that's Chris, a singer, songwriter, vocal coach, and entrepreneur. But his profile, which we see now, will tell us more. After the profile, we will take Chris once again to the Power 4.
Push it up now. Okay. Hey. Hey. I no go forget how you turned my life around. You said I'm the best. Oh. I would take you without a doubt. You said I'm the best. Hey. I would take your word to the bank. From nothing to something, you gave my life a meaning. You changed my whole story and blessed me with your glory. I'm no more irregular, you did bless me on the regular. See how far you brought me now, I'm only by your grace. Hallelujah, hey, my life done better. Yeah. Help me celebrate, my God, and do one for me. Yeah, eh, eh, hallelujah, eh, eh, hallelujah, eh, eh, hallelujah. Papa don't do one for me, yeah, hallelujah, eh, eh, hallelujah, eh, eh, hallelujah. Papa don't do one for me, yeah, yeah, eh, eh, eh. You said I progress. Now I am a shining star, and through the process, oh, now I am a shining star. From the I progress, I progress. I will take your word to the bank. From nothing to something, you gave my life a meaning. You changed my whole story and blessed me with your glory. I'm no more irregular, you did bless me on the regular. See how far you brought me now, forever sing your praise. Hallelujah, hey, my life done better. Hey, help me celebrate, my God done do it for me, yeah. Hey, hey, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Baba done do it for me. Come on now. Hallelujah. 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 Baba done do it for me. Come on now. Let's turn this up. Come on now. Hey, ah, hey. Hey, ah, hey. Come on now. Come on. Hey, ah, hey. Come on now. Come on, everybody. Hey. Hallelujah, meje, meje. Hey, 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 everybody now, let's go now. It's a new month. Let's go now. Celebrate now, celebrate. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, 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 ah, hey, hey, hey. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's the man. That's the man.
That's notching it. That's niching it. That's creasing it. And I think that was a crease.
Yes.
That was Chris's original, right?
Yes.
Nice
yes,
one.
well
Nice
done.
one.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hallelujah.
Thank you.
Let me
Thank
take
you.
some of your messages. Oh, somebody says, I love this show. He says, I love pets a lot, and my name is Bella. It gives birth to 5 babies, and she trained them. She looked like in my face. I love her a lot, but I don't like cats because of the eyes. Okay, so that is Thelma's friend. She doesn't like cats. Whoa, your show is amazing. I'm a lover of pets. I keep rabbits, monkey, 90 girl, and goats. Thank you, Adazaki MS from Kogi State. Wow. Bravo to NTA. I love this program. Thank you. Thank you, blessed. Now I know more about dogs. Okay. I am Emmanuel, and I really love dogs. I wish to have one. Says, good morning, house. This program is wonderful. I want to know more about foreign dogs, please. Bayo from Mina. Hi, please, I love dogs. I want the number of the trainer. What are the disadvantages of pets? Somebody is asking us a question. Good morning, Weekendy. I love your show. It made my day. I am also a dog lover, and I train dogs too. I love the show so much. It just made my day over and over again. Such a lovely program. Dogs are intelligent, they know who cares for them, and they don't give up easily on their love. They are persistent, hoping for a positive change. Let's stop it there. Dogs don't give up on their love.
So nice. You know the good thing about Blessed, this is Spark. As we are bringing businesses, something tells me that there will be a sharing formula. Because all these clients, like 50 people you have called now, by the time we pass on the information that they require, blessings, it will be blessed booming, or blessed boom, all the way. Okay, some pets, unfortunately, at some time in their lives or the other, we end up in the pot. Like the GOAT, like the chicken, they'll be in the pot, well cooked, you know. But there are many others, happily, that will never end up there. It's one amazing thing I'm hearing, bless them. And I've seen it in some foreign climes. It's something we don't know. We hope we don't evolve to that extent. I've seen a lady in Italy marry her pet. I've seen a man in Brazil marry his pet to the extent that they wore them the wedding outfit. Is that something that we have sophisticatedly evolved into? Blessed, perhaps you are the best person to share.
I think everything that has advantages or has some form of affection towards human beings naturally could create an obsession out of them. So I think these are peculiar situations where people are obsessed, especially since they feel, you know, like I said earlier, animals, dogs particularly, they connect with individuals on a very emotional base. So when someone that has bad social skills or have different limitations finds a companion that understands them, and probably because maybe they cannot nag or shout or talk, they feel, instead of being with this person, I'd rather be with my dog and all. So I think it's just an extreme of obsession, and it's common with human behavior generally when we have things we love. So basically, I think that's what's happening.
But if he's coming out. Oh, that's great.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Quickly tell us again before we go to the next thing, the spiritual side of dog. A lot of people say that dogs can sense danger when somebody is about to pass in a place. A dog will cry. Is it true, being a dog owner and loving dog for so long, do they have any spiritual insight into things that would happen in a house?
Sincerely, I think that's there's a huge element of truth in that statement and some elements of superstition too. But really, I think dogs are very spiritual. In fact, I was talking with a pet owner recently. He told me that, in all sincerity, he believes dogs are his good luck charm. He recounted experiences especially when he somehow didn't have some funds, and he was just thinking that these dogs will be hungry. Somehow money came, and thinking about it, it happens a lot, and they're also sensitive. So in as much as they're sensitive to human beings physically also, yes, I believe, because at times probably I'm just at home, probably just walking through the night, and all of a sudden, they are actually, I believe, from my little experience, I believe they have a sixth sense also. I know, so yeah.
Wow.
That happens.
All the pluses, more pluses. Great friends. Well, one of our friends is coming in
so
to
he's scared of dogs, and I'm surprised because
they are ladies now. Sule, you like ladies now. These are Roxy too, not gentlemen amongst them. Oh, ladies.
Sule is so scared.
Sule, you're going to pass by the untrained Roxy. Roxy too is untrained. Blessed, do you want to let us say hello to Sule?
Yeah, you want to say hello?
Please say hello to our dear friend, Roxy.
He's already there.
Okay, while Sule gets acclimatized to the pet-loving studio, let's go join Godwin and Ahena for Sports Summit. He'll be talking with Shola Oyeowo.
That's a great through ball. Victor Osimhen on his right foot gets the shot in, gets the goal. Nigeria within 3 minutes have taken the lead. A solid, slick through ball and a fantastic finish. Chikwueze, he's a great delivery. Oh, that is perfectly placed for Victor Osimhen. Diamond from the right side. Watch out for Osimhen once again. It comes right across. Oh my!
I've always said that we found a capable replacement for the late Rashidi Yekini. The name is Victor Osimhen, doing wonders. Of course, if you are still in doubt, I'm sure you saw the last game Nigeria played against Benin Republic in Akwa Ibom State, Uyo magnificent stadium, scoring beautiful goals. On this edition of Sports Summit on weekend day, we are going to Turkey. And of course, Shola Oyeowo is back. He's an agent based in Turkey, and he's going to be talking about the man, Victor Osimhen. My name is Godwin Enakena.
What makes a true leader in the game? Is it being the first to start? For over a decade, one name has always led in front. That name is Bet Naija. Bet Builder, Bet Freeze, One-Up, Bet Boom. Not just features, but unbeatable odds on over 300,000 live matches. You're playing to win. Just another reason why Bet Naija is truly Nigeria's #1.
I did say when we return, we're going straight to Turkey, where Shola Oyeowo is waiting to talk to us this morning, and all about Victor Osimhen. A pleasant morning to you, Shola, for being part of the show. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, Godwin. It's nice seeing you again, and it's a pleasure being here to talk about Victor one more time.
My pleasure too. Yes, Shola, a big question here. Is it true that each time Victor Osimhen comes to play for Nigeria, that his team in Turkey
for national team duties, fans of Galatasaray are really, really scared. I remember after the match with Benin Republic, a fan called me up and he asked me, how was the match? I said it was great. How was Victor? I said he's doing very well. He said, I hope he didn't get injured. So they're all very scared every time he leaves for national duties.
Shola, something tells me that if Galatasaray had their way, they will stop him from representing Nigeria. Is that possible?
I don't think Galatasaray will ever stop Victor Osimhen. Galatasaray is not a team that will stop any player for going for national team duties.
There's something that is of interest to me and it gives me joy. It is that based on the performance of Victor Osimhen, Galatasaray would not want him to go. They'll pay anything to keep him.
I think Galatasaray will never let him go. I think it will take a club from England to come in and pay a lot of money to actually get him off Galatasaray. And the next problem will be the fans of Galatasaray. They will not be happy at all. So I personally think he will see out his contract, and then after that, we'll see what happens.
Wow, interesting to know that our player is so valued far away from Africa in Turkey. Shola Oyewo, thank you always for being part of the show.
Thank you, Godwin. As I said, it's a pleasure being here one more time. I wish you also a wonderful weekend.
Builder, bet freeze, one up, bet boom. Bet Nigeria is truly #1.
Well, Shola Oyewo, all the way from Turkey, talking about Victor, the proper number 9 Osimhen. It's a blessing to Nigerian football. He has said that Nigerians, don't worry, we are going to the World Cup. I will score the goals. I will do everything possible for us to qualify, and I believe him. That's about the size of the show. Sports Summit on Weekend Deal. My name is Godwin Enak, and I keep praying for Nigeria. God bless Nigeria.
She said, I laughed my lungs out at what Sule did. Why was Sule so scared of the dog? Sule, they are happy you. Sule, Nigerians are laughing at you the way you came into the studio. Your normal steez. What happened to your normal, I am coming to do a paper steez? Good morning.
I can't take my eyes off this dog. Seriously. You guys are safe? Like, are you sure it's safe?
I am.
We're in the same territory, same environment?
Yes, it's fine.
Thelma loves dogs.
Oh, Thelma is passionate about dogs. So
Passionate.
Yes.
And Roxy is passionate about us, Roxy 2. See how they loved to
the
come.
first one is Roxy?
Yeah, Roxy 2. That's Roxy 1, the older one.
Roxy 2. Hi.
And they love you.
Please stay there with them, okay? Let me take the papers.
Take the papers.
Okay, it's a pleasure to have you join us once again. And the Saturday Punch is where we are starting from. Now, beside the main head there, we have I Use Comedy to expose what government hides. Content creator Governor Amunike, I tell you, this is one guy that you will all exactly.
Let's see the edit.
Let's see the edit. All right, bandits abduct KB Deputy Speaker. Details of that on page 5. Exposed inside illegal Lagos Nursing College run by poultry farmer. Interesting. Details of that can be found on page 14. Now, Trump hammers Nigeria again amid visa clampdown. U.S. President blacklisted Nigeria over alleged Christian genocide. Now, this is a topic that has been trending ever since he put out that, tweet. And then, this is a time that Nigerians need to come together and fight any outside element that is threatened to destabilize Nigeria, which is certainly shouldn't be welcome at all, because the government is really trying to solve the security challenges we have, and all nations, trust me, we all have our individual challenges, so let's manage what we have here. Now, digital pimps, Nigeria's booming sex economy, where syndicates use tech to trap youth. Details of that on pages 20 and 21. I mopped floors to pay my way through school. Uni-Ilorin first class graduate. Details of that on page 24. Trust me, this is certainly a feel-good story.
Yeah.
I encourage you to read, because imagine all the struggles. At the end of the day, you want to achieve a certain, end, and of course, she came out in flying colors, first class.
Indeed.
Now we cross to the leadership weekend. Trust me, the Trump story is all over the papers this morning. Now we head straight to the leading story here. This one says, why governors don't want us as successors. Ex-deputy governors. It has a rider here. They fear deputies will avenge suppression. Former Niger Imo deputy governors. Oftentimes we talked about this very, scenario whereby the governors really hand over to their deputies.
Yes.
So now we know why.
Now you've heard one version of the story.
Exactly where the fear is coming from. Now, I won't retire from my love for Nigeria, says ex-chief of defense staff Musa. Details of that on page 8. Retired but not tired. Most especially that the love for the country is really being championed. Now, to The Guardian. From waste to wealth, Nigeria's plastic diesel innovation charts new course for energy security. Why Nigeria needs more university after all. Of course, details of that are on the back page. In more universities, we must not forget that our universities need funding, both private and the public. So instead of creating more universities, let's pay attention to what we have.
The existing ones.
Exactly. Now, BSc HND dichotomy threatens huge investment on technical vocation. State creation doubts location name may push back demands in Southeast. Details of that can be found on the center page. On pages, pages 26 and 27. Now, let's move to this day. Trump's lists Nigeria as country of particular concern amid alleged Christian killing. Federal government to issue official response today. Dangote refineries guarantees consistent petrol diesel supply, delivers 45 million liters of petrol, 25 million liters of diesel daily. Details of that, of course, you can start the story here. You continue on page 5. Now to blueprints. The unforgettable heroine, Tokumbo Ajayi.
One of ours.
Definitely. I'm sure you would love to pick up a copy and read this amazing story. Gunshot accident cases, how hospitals reject rush victims to early graves, refusing patients in emergency criminal, unethical. Fear of police arrest makes us rebuff gunshot victims, doctors, not nurses. We don't prevent treatment to gunshot accident victims, police. Details of that on pages 8 and 9. Dangote refineries guarantees a consistent PMS diesel supply. Details of that will be on page 10. Now to the nation. PDP crisis deepens as court orders INEC to disregard convention. Wike loyalists plot next move. Party kicks says judgment. Assault on democracy. PDP violated on constitution. INEC rules. Court rejects Lamido's bid to stop convention. Details of that on page 4. Now, Wike is saying, if you want to take power from the ruling party, you must first show Nigerians that you can obey your own rules. Now, a suit challenging the executive decision of INEC is not an internal affair of political party, says court. Now, of course, details of all this can be found on page 4. Now to the sporting paper we have with us this morning, and that is Saturday Sporting Live. Tottenham versus Chelsea, Blues out to extend unusual Frank streak. I wonder what that is. Of course, you can pick up a copy of this to read more on that. Serie A team of the week, Lukman listed after cracker against Milan. It's good that he's finally finding his foot in his team once again. Now, Nigeria versus Gabon, November 13. Onyedika trains again with mates. Boosts for Eagles ahead of World Cup playoff. Ends 37-day spell on the sideline, and that is how much we can take from the papers. Thelma, as far as okay. Now there's another story here. Fulham versus Wolves. Chukwueze in contention to play.
Not a similar story.
What was that about?
I know what she's driving at. So, and if you want another Nigerian story, there is another Nigerian story.
It's not a similar story.
Anyway, Lukman is quite a great guy.
Definitely, we support all of them.
Yes. We love them all, but there are some exceptional players.
When are we leaving the studio? No, I'm just curious.
Okay, why Sule is hastening to leave because of our two friends, Roxy?
No, we are rocking with them.
Roxy too. Hi, Roxy. Somebody has asked us that they would like to hear Roxy 1 and 2 back. Or will it be Roxy 2? Because Roxy 1 is so calm. That one is a bit. This one is a fire. This one is feisty.
So feisty. Yeah. Wild, a bit wild.
Relax.
Can she back before we join Chris? Can you make Roxy back?
Roxy back.
Maybe you pinch her. You know how we pinch
No, if I pinch her, she will cry, not back.
Okay, she will
But
cry,
for example, you know when we were playing the pet video, they were back here. When she is
hold.
Okay, I'm okay.
Let's give us your final word.
Okay. So I think, like we said earlier, having pets is very, very therapeutic for anyone, basically, and especially for families. So I believe, thank God for this platform and the intentionality of pet owners in Nigeria already. So I encourage more of us to join the club of pet owners if you're not already. Then it's not just about having pets, but be intentional about them, their care and how you groom and take care of them, because indeed they are a good addition to any family. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
There's a message here for Chris. If you're listening, Chris, good morning, Auntie Kum, and to all the beautiful staff of NTA. I love Weekend Deal so much. Please tell Chris that I am missing him from Otukpo. We all started from same studio. I am super proud of him. Julie Tone from Otukpo. Julie Tone is saying hi.
Thank you.
All right. My name is Moren KG. I love dogs. Can the coach sell it for me? They want to buy your dog off you on Weekend Deal. How much is my percentage? Hey.
Sharing formula. Formula is enlightening.
Weekend Deal.
Good morning. I really love dogs and cats. They are friendly and protect. Suleiman from Ilorin. Suleiman's one Sule. One Sule is running, another Sule is loving dogs.
I like cats.
Cats that eat their babies.
I like cats.
Okay, time is gone. All right, that's all I can take. We'll take more of the messages tomorrow.
Say hello to my blessed. Well, Chris.
Yes.
Chris, please take it away.
Okay, let's go. Let's rise. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, push it up. Woo, hey, woo, oh, yeah. I'm breaking limits, breaking new boundaries, so no force of gravity can hold me to the ground. I can move mountains, my faith is leading. Go tell impossibilities I can be found. I'm conquering territories, going beyond boundaries, 'cause my faith is a victory. I've got a hope of glory. I'm rising, I'm soaring into the sky. Oh, I'm rising. Hey, I'm soaring into the sky. Hey, 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 I'm sitting so high in heavenly. You know now. Living the super life is so refreshing. Oh, I'm sitting with kings and beautiful faces like Auntie Patricia Delma. Up the world so high, can you see me shining? You know why? We're conquering territories, going beyond boundaries, 'cause our faith is a victory. We've got a hope of glory. Hey, I'm rising. Can you sing with me? I'm soaring into the sky. It's very simple. Hey, hey, I'm rising. I'm soaring into the sky. Let's sing one more time. Hey, 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 I'm rising. I'm soaring into the sky. One more time now. I'm rising. I'm soaring into the sky. So you repeat after me now. Say, no stopping me.